And a warm welcome back to the channel, everyone. It's been a little while since I put together a video for you, so I thought, why not put together something that has the current state of the sim, and with the radio panel on the right hand side, as I mentioned last time, and the Streamdeck over here on the left. I also made a couple of changes to the setup on the Streamdeck, so we're actually using it for a little bit of a different purpose now, so that we can change some of the views inside Chaseplane. Alright, so before we get started, I guess we can kind of take a look. As you know, previously with the Streamdeck, we've been using the Axis and O's with the Toniviation plugin, and this has been really a very useful tool for, oops, let's go back here for a sec. So for things like setting the nav radio, the comms, as well as things like the cockpit, the autopilot, the MCP that rather, and then things like the auto brakes and the overhead panel. So that said, some of the new things that I've tried changing on here was a couple of screens like this. You could probably tell these are actual views from Chaseplane. So I've configured it so that these green ones here are the ones for the cockpit views. The purple ones here are for external views of from the window from a passenger perspective. The blue ones are the external views, also from the rear and top of the airplane. And then the red ones are the views from the ground or outside from exterior of the aircraft. So we also have a couple of other custom ones in here that I took from another profile that was available on flightsim.to. Things like the galley and the front door, as well as the GoPro and the dash cam view. So we'll go through that a little bit for you today. Let's move back. I guess the first one we can actually show you is this one here called Cinematic View over here. That one, if we were to zoom out here, we're sitting in the cockpit view at the moment, but if I tap on Cinematic down here, oops, let's make sure that we're focused on the right screen. So Cinematic pops us out to here. As you can see, the view is moving ever so slightly, but it will automatically change the view every 10 seconds or so, 15 seconds actually. There we go. So this will be useful during some of the cinematic scenes that we're recording right now with OBS. And if we want to just jump to a specific view, we can actually do that as well. So let's say we want to go to the the right front view of the right engine. You can also do the tail cam view, the top down view, front left engine. You also have a view of the wheel well in here, which is pretty useful if we're going to do like a takeoff or landing sequence. Drone view, which is controllable using our little hat switch. Then we have our flyby view. This one's not going to be very useful right now since we're sitting behind the airport terminal here, but we'll show you this again during the takeoff sequence, maybe during the landing sequence as well. I'm gonna page over. Let's take a look at the front of the wing from the right hand passenger view. Same thing on the left hand view, and then our classic economy class right hand window, left hand window, and what else do we have? Undercarriage, front nose gear, and then another kind of a little further away view from the right, view from the left. And then we'll go back into the cockpit for a second here. So in the cockpit, we've got left hand, this is left hand with the EFB. We've got a close-up of the EFB, overhead panel, the right hand side, autopilot and EFIS, FMC, the center console, and then lastly the radio stack. So this makes it a lot easier for me to do more of the quick views to jump to, rather than having to use this hat switch that I've been using previously. I'm gonna keep on screwing up this. Hold on one sec. Go back, and then I go right. So if I shift right like this, it just cycles through all the different views here. But this gets a little annoying, I'm sure, for you guys, having to watch me cycle through all these. So having like a quick view like this, and then being able to switch to a specific panel, like I don't know, let's try setting up the aircraft then. Maybe that might be even faster. So let's do our standard startup. Let's go ahead and throw the cockpit battery light on here. There we go. Our FMCs come on, and we'll go ahead and set the emergency exit lights. Go ahead and set ground power on. Radios have come back to life now. I think it looks good. Alright, let's go ahead and set our IRS. Okay. Set the aft fuel pump. Turn APU on. Okay. Let's wait for that to come on. Go ahead and set yaw damper on. Cabin utils. Turn the no smoking seatbelt signs on. Go ahead and set our logo and our position lights on. Alright. And at this point, I would probably want to start with the FMS, so we can go directly here. I can show you directly off of the FMS, or if I'm looking at it on screen here, if I'm using OBS, we can then just say, let's go to the FMC, like this, and then I could show you when I'm doing the inputs on here directly. So we'll do it kind of like this today. FMC, we'll do pause in it, go next page, GPS left, go previous page, we'll set our IRS position, we'll go to route. This is where normally I would then pan over to the electronic flight bag, so I'm just going to hit EFB, and there we go. Simple as that. Go electronic flight bag, request from SimBrief, then I could just tap back over to the FMC, like such. Go flight plan request, SimBrief route, set fuel, set payload, select route, and then while we're waiting for this, we can then just go back to our cockpit view. And what do we want to do next? Wait for the flight plan to get loaded, I guess. Let's go back to FMC. And then we'll go load. Oh, might as well just get people boarded then. Let's go GSX. And we'll request boarding. You can see it's doing the air stairs release over on the co-pilot side, which is actually a pretty cool view. Alright, then on the pilot side, or the cockpit, sorry, captain side, let's go ahead and load the route. Go performance initialization, request perfinite. takes a little bit of time. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and hit load and execute. All right. I think we're ready to get our clearance. So let's take a look at the radio real quick. Oh yes, let's go ahead and start boarding. It's just going to be about 10 passengers, I think, getting on board, since we're just doing a repositioning flight. Okay, radio is tuned right now to 124.000, and we've got 124.85 in the standby on VHF1. We'll go ahead and use our tried and true. Why is that going? Okay. So let's go ahead and tune in to Wakkanai ground.
Wakkanai radio ground, all Nippon 5547, Boeing 737-800, Gate 2, request IAPA clearance to New Chaitos, information Zulu. Clear to New Chaitos Airport via Euro 1 departure, runway 08, climb via SIT to 9,000 feet, squawk 0524, all Nippon 5547.
Okay.
Roger that, all Nippon 5547.
Okay, perfect. So we've got 9,000 set on our altitude target here. We are taking off on the Yoroi 1 departure off of runway 08, and we do need to set our approach in here, so let's just take a look in Volanta. Open up the briefing panel, and we have runway 01 right is what we're expecting with a direct route. So let's see. LS Zulu 01 right. No star. Go ahead and execute that.
Your crew has boarded.
That's great.
Passengers boarding started.
So we do have a discontinuity right before Yote. Let's go ahead and clear that. Set our range rings. Let's also check our cruise altitude. So our cruising final altitude will be flight level 280 today. Go ahead and execute that. We'll then go up here. Set 280. .107 on the landing altitude. Just set that to 100. Okay. Everything else looks set. Let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit here. Go ahead and set parking brakes. Okay, there we go. So go ahead and set APU on. Turn all the other fuel pumps on. We are using left and right wing tanks today. Yes. Yep. No center tank. Alright, let's go ahead and turn on window heat. Check overheat. turn probes on, turn hydraulics on. Okay. And I think everything else looks good. Let's go ahead and request release of ground power. Unset chocks. Door should close. And let's request push and start.
All Nippon 5547, Gate 2, request pushback and engine start.
Throttle check's good.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face northwest. All Nippon 5547.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Check flight controls.
Departure checks complete.
Elevators.
Bypass pin inserted.
Aileron. Rudder. Right. Rudder left. Okay.
Locking gear.
Trim 4.39. Checked. And which way do we want to face today? Actually, it really doesn't matter because we're going straight, so let's do, we'll say nose right. Okay, release parking brakes. Okay, let's go ahead and start engines. Turn EPU bleed on. Anti-collision on. Start with engine 2. Add fuel to engine 2. Set parking brakes. Start engine 1. Go ahead and just take a look outside. This is where, if we had the front and left view here, we could actually add fuel to engine 1. Take a look at from this view. Let's go ahead and set our flaps. Set flaps 5. There you can see the flaps are set. Everything looks good. Let's do a little cinematic view here. if we want to move to the next cinematic view, I actually have this button over here that I'm not using to cycle. We can do stuff like this. Let's go back to cockpit. Alright, engine start complete. Let's go ahead and set both to continuous. Alright. Let's go ahead and set the electrical bus to engines. Turn left pack, right pack to auto. ISO valve to open. Recirc fans auto. APU bleed off. And let's turn APU off. Go ahead and turn the MFDs off here. Okay. Alright, everything looks set. Let's see, let's take a look here. Flaps set. Stab trim set 4.39. Cockpit doors closed and locked. Takeoff briefing complete. Start switches are set to continuous. And ready for a transponder. Okay, let's go ahead and get clearance to taxi.
All Nippon 5547. Request taxi to be active.
All Nippon 5547. Taxi to holding point Papa. Runway 08 via Papa.
Taxi to holding point Papa. Runway 08 via Papa. All Nippon 5547.
All Nippon 5547. Contact Wakkanai Radio Tower 118.3.
Contact Tower 118.3. All Nippon 5547. Good day.
Squawk code 0524 set. Alright. Parking brakes released. N1 30%. Check left side. Left side looks good. Check right side. Right side clear. Okay, this is going to be a track back, so, or back track, sorry, on runway 0826, so we need to go ahead and stop once here. Let's go ahead and turn traffic advisory on just so we can see if there's any inbound traffic. Just checking on here. No, don't see anybody coming in. We should be okay. Alright, check left side. Left side clear. Check right side, and right side looks clear too. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. Entering runway 0826. Turn left onto heading towards runway 08. Yes, technically we should have turned on our strobe for the position light since we are already on the runway here. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, let's go ahead and backtrack now. Normally you should do this with a tiller, but unfortunately I don't have one, so I'm actually having to use my rudder pedals down here to do the tiller movement. Okay, looks good. Let's go ahead and set parking brakes. Let's go contact ground.
All Nippon 5547, ready to aviate, runway 08.
TCAS on. TARA.
All Nippon 5547, Wakkanai Radio Tower, wind 010 degrees, 10 knots, runway 08, cleared for takeoff.
Okay, clear for takeoff.
Runway 08, cleared for takeoff. All Nippon 5547.
Release parking brakes. Hold down the brakes and go ahead and spin up to N1 40%. LNAV set, VNAV set, auto throttle orange. Did not have my heading set in here, did I? Set. Alright, so take off thrust. Forward pressure. Okay, rotate. Okay, gear up.
All Nippon 5547, contact Sapporo Control 132.6.
Contact Sapporo Control 132.6. All Nippon 5547. Sapporo Control, all Nippon 5547. Passing 2,400 feet, climbing to 9,000 feet.
Okay, climb 4,000 feet. Command A.
feet. QNH 1010. All Nippon 5547.
QNH 1010. Okay, flaps up. Taxi runway lights off. Weather on my side, and let's do terrain on your side. Alright, it will be a short flight to Chitose from here, so it shouldn't be that long. Should be at our top of climb. Not too far off. take a look outside. Set RTO off. One of the things about this is that if your mouse is not on the main screen, it doesn't work.
Climb height 280, all Nippon 5547.
Okay, set 280. Landing lights off. Tail cam. Cinematic. Left front again from the nacelle point of view. Opposite side with the right hand side. I love this view. It's so beautiful. Let's go back into the cockpit. Actually, cabin. So this is our observer seat view. I actually like the headsets that this guy is wearing, the first officer. I believe these are David Clark aviation headsets, but we'll show you another video in a couple weeks where we've picked up something similar looking for the flight sim, so stay tuned for that. Alright, let's go galley view, go aft galley view. Business class seat with the quick panning mode. Have a look outside. Back into the cockpit and let's go GoPro. Nice. Go dash cam. Nice. Alright, so that covers all the different views, but as you can tell, it's much easier to navigate all of the various Chaseplane views using the Streamdeck. So now I have a very new way of using the Streamdeck, which I didn't really plan on doing originally, but I think it ends up working very well. So renewed life for the Streamdeck, which was starting to run out of things to do now that we have other accessories like the overhead and the radio panel and the autopilot. Okay, we'll take a quick break and we'll join you guys again on the descent down. Okay, we're almost at our top of descent, so let's go ahead and set ourselves up for the ILS. Let's take a look at the... let's go back into the cockpit and let's take a look at our FMC again. Let's take a quick look. Init ref. Set flaps 40 speed. And we need to set our ILS to 110.75. Use our radio down here. Set the nav 110.85. Sorry, 75. Transfer that in. And a course heading of 002. Okay. Let's go back to our legs page. Checking our go around altitude. We'll be holding at Mike 5,000 feet. Alright, let's go ahead and call the descent. QNH 1008.
Ready for descent. Descend to 4,000 feet. QNH 1008. All upon 5547.
1008. Set and expect 01 right. Let's go outside. I just realized this is a little bit more difficult to do because I don't have my glass out cockpit panels open over here today, because I've already put my other monitor away to take with me to Seattle. I'll have to use these, relying on the cockpit views over here. Alright, almost at 10,000 feet, so let's go ahead and just start a little bit early for the recording's sake. Let's turn runway lights on. Taxi landing lights. Engine start's already set to continuous. Auto brake set to 3. We're ready to make our turn inbound. Go ahead and
contact Chito's departure 124.7, Midnight 64 heavy.
go ahead and set that one off. Coming up on 14 nautical mile range ring here. Make sure that we're slowed down to our flaps up speed. Arm speed brake. Alright, let's see, let's go into our descent approach checklist. Anti-ice is off. Air conditioning, pressure set 100 feet. Altimeter set 1008. N1 IAS bugs, we're gonna go ahead and set that down now. Set flaps 1. Still on VNAV. Okay, landing checklist. Engine start switches on. Recall. 6-pack check, no warnings. Speed brake armed. Landing gear, we'll check in a second. Alright, flaps 2. Set Warlock. Set approach mode. Flaps 5. Flaps 10. Gear down. Flaps 15. Flaps 25. Command B.
2500.
Check. Set flaps 40. Final landing speed 122 knots.
Runway 01 right cleared to land. All Nippon 5547.
So go around altitude. 5,000 feet.
1000.
Checked. headwind of 15 knots here.
Approaching minimums. 100. Minimums.
Landing.
50, 30, 20, 10.
Set reverse thrust.
Exit left at Bravo 3. All Nippon 5547.
It's Bravo 6.
Ground 121.6. All Nippon 5547. All Nippon 5547. Request taxi to company gate.
All Nippon 5547 Gate 25 Taxi at pilot discretion.
Gate 25 taxi at my discretion. All Nippon 5547.
So I guess the Beyond ATC is smart enough to know that this is a repositioning flight, so it's putting me out here all the way to one of the remote stands here.
Destination on your right. You have arrived at your destination. Progressive taxi completed.
When we turn off lights, taxiway lights off. Set parking brake. Let's go ahead and request.
Japan Air 515 Heavy, Taxi via Bravo 3, hold short of runway
I request ground power.
Taxi via Bravo 3, hold short of runway 01 left, Japan Air 515 Heavy.
Alright, turn engines off.
Japan Air 515 Heavy, Via Alpha 3 cross runway 01 left, Taxi 2 stand 14 via Bravo 3, Alpha 3, Hotel 4, Tango. Via Alpha 3 cross runway 01 left, taxi to stand 14 via Bravo 3, Alpha 3, Hotel 4, Tango, Japan Air 515 Heavy.
Nice.
All Nippon 710, taxi for departure. All Nippon 710, taxi to holding point Alpha 10, runway 01 left, via Tango 3, Juliet 6, Hotel 4, Delta, Alpha 10. Taxi to holding point Alpha 10, runway 01 left, via Tango 3, Juliet 6, Hotel 4, Delta, Alpha 10, all Nippon 710.
Air China 170 Heavy, at A65, request pushback.
Air China 170 Heavy, 千歳グラウンド、プッシュバックアプロバード。フェーズノース。
Pushback approved, face north, Air China 170 Heavy.
エアスプリング8792、コンタクト千歳タワー118デシマル8。Contact Tower 118.8, Airspring 8792.
Passengers bus is coming.
Alright, let's go ahead and shut down. See everything else I think we already turned off. Logo lights off. Position light off. And let's go ahead and set emergency exit lights off. Cabin util off. Yaw damper off. IRS back to off. And let's go ahead and kill the ground power. And kill battery. Alright. Should be powered up.
Japan Air 3512, at gate 23, request pushback. Japan Air 3512, 千歳グラウンド、プッシュバックアプロバト。フェースフェイスト。
Alright, let's go ahead and end flight. And go ahead and end flight there. Alright everyone, well thank you for joining again, and hope you guys got a good idea of the new Chaseplane with the various controls on the Streamdeck, and see you on the next video. Bye for now.